Right, so the draw is out, and let's not sugarcoat it. This is not the easy side of the bracket. But if Liverpool are serious about being back among Europe's elite, then this is exactly the type of the route that we should be prepared to take. And first up, Galatasaray, away first, and that matters. Going to Turkey in Europe is not just a football match. It's emotional, it's hostile. They ride the wave, they got that momentum from the crowd behind them. And if you play into their style of football, well, then you give them the advantage. But here's where I differentiate myself from all that emotional stuff. Because Galatasaray, yes, they are aggressive, and yes, they are good at their pressing triggers, but they leave spaces. And those spaces can be exploited because they do concede goals. And if Liverpool can exploit that, if they approach this match with maturity instead of ego, they will be able to get something out of this match. All Liverpool need to do is play with a certain amount of discipline. Compact in the midfield, discipline, understanding the pressing triggers, and then also making sure that they are controlled in transitions. If they get that right, they survive this match, come back to Anfield alive, and when it comes to Anfield, especially in European competition, I back us. And here's the point everyone keeps glossing over. This is a two-leg tie, so it's not about controlling chaos over 90 minutes. It's controlling everything over 180. Now, if we zoom out for a moment, if Liverpool get through Galatasaray over here, then they are going to face either PSG or Chelsea. Now, PSG, we know tactically they are dominant, they are physical, they are quick in transitions, they're disciplined. Chelsea, I think a little bit more inconsistent, but physically challenging and also tactically flexible. It's going to be a difficult one. But if we're talking about going the full distance in this competition, like who are you trying to avoid? Because at some point you will eventually run into a Manchester City or you will run into a Bayern Munich. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But here's my bold take. Over two legs, you have to throw Anfield in there. You have to consider that. And when it comes to a two-leg competition and you bring Anfield in that, I back Liverpool. And yes, even against City. Now, is it likely that we will face either of those teams? I don't know. There are elite teams in this competition, so anything can happen. But is it possible? Absolutely. And I'm optimistic here, but not blindly so. There's a reason for me being this optimistic. If we have a look at how Liverpool look now, as of late, recently we've been looking a little bit more structured in the midfield. We have been looking like we've got more control, like we are starting to understand the triggers. Now, are we perfect? By all means and counts, no, we are not. Far from it. But we look better than we did earlier this season. And that will matter. And this is where it becomes important when we think about the game tomorrow. And there's a psychological shift that this draw brings. Because tomorrow is going to be a telling sign. Liverpool can't go into this match tomorrow and say, we're going to preserve energy for the away fixture against Galatasaray. We are going to go and have to deliver, because if we win, if we go and win convincingly against West Ham, we take that psychological calmness and edge or advantage, we take that to Europe with us. If we fumble and we blow this against West Ham tomorrow, then the impact of the away fixture in Europe just feels 10 times heavier than it already is. So that's the psychological shift that needs to happen. But it will also, I think, answer a very good question that Liverpool needs to ask itself. And that is, what is Liverpool's focus at the moment? Is the focus on being dominant in the European competition, or do we want to play it safe and try and aim for a top 4 spot? Now, I personally would like to see Liverpool achieve both, but let's be realistic here. Liverpool will have to answer either Europe or top 4 place. And that psychological shift will matter, and we'll see the result of that tomorrow. And the Champions League will demand emotional discipline and control. But here's exactly why I am not panicking nor afraid of this at the moment. Anfield, European competition, under lights. I think that has been the most intimidating thing for many clubs who have come to play Liverpool. I mean, you have some of the best clubs in Europe competing in this competition, coming to Anfield, and Liverpool make them look ordinary. Now, when I speak about Liverpool, I'm speaking about the totality. I'm speaking about those players on the pitch. I'm speaking about the management team. I'm speaking about the players on the bench. But most importantly, I'm speaking about the fans in that stadium. Many people and many managers have said it. You come into Anfield and you hear the Liverpool faithful singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," or they're singing when the Reds go marching in, or, it's just, "We love you, Liverpool," or it's just whatever chant it is. It intimidates not only the opposition fans or the management of the opposition, it intimidates that team. And that is our secret weapon. And so, yes, it's going to be a tough one for Galatasaray to come to Anfield, but it's also going to be one that's going to demand mentality, a good mentality shift. Liverpool's going to have to be focused here. We are going to have to call on our old selves as the mentality monsters to go ahead and do the necessary in this fixture. But it starts with matches in the Premier League, and it will start tomorrow when we play West Ham. And I know it's going to be a good one. I've got a good feeling about this, and I just know that it's going to be there. That's how I feel. That's how I see it. I could be very wrong. And that's why I want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you think this is an easy enough route for Liverpool? Do you think this is a tough route? Do you think this is a challenging one that Liverpool might not be able to overcome? How are you feeling? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Hit a like on this video, because it really, really helps this channel. We are trying to grow. We are trying to grow this community and this network, and of course have these fantastic engagements and conversations. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about all of this? And I, of course, will catch you on the next one. This is Neil with Red Tactics with Neil, where we don't just react, we look closer.